Hello everyone, welcome to today's edition of um, the Online Harvest training. My name is Ivy McDonald, I'm the founder of the Online Harvest, and this is a training on how to use BitMex. BitMex is a peer-to-peer trading platform that offers leverage contracts that are bought and sold in Bitcoin. Now, this means that BitMex only handles Bitcoin. All profit and loss is in Bitcoin. So even if you're buying or selling altcoin contracts on BitMex, you'll be making Bitcoin as profit. You cannot transfer altcoins from BitMex. You cannot transfer altcoins to BitMex. You can only transfer altcoins to BitMex and also withdraw. You can only transfer Bitcoin to BitMex and also withdraw Bitcoin from BitMex. So your deposit and your withdrawal is going to be only in Bitcoin. Even your profit and your loss is calculated in Bitcoin. Even when you're trading altcoins, you cannot transfer your contracts to another exchange. So BitMex only handles Bitcoin, okay? Now, BitMex does not handle fiat currency. You don't have USDT and the rest, Euro and all that on BitMex. It's only Bitcoin. Now, BitMex allows you to trade with a high amount of leverage. Now, what is leverage? Now, leverage involves borrowing a certain amount of money needed to invest in something. In the case of BitMex, that money is usually borrowed from the exchange. So you're trying to increase your chances of making more profit. Let's say you have like $100 and you want to increase your chances of making more profit. You can borrow from BitMex to help you to buy more contracts than your $100 could have bought on its own. Now, when you buy more contracts, you're able to trade with them, but you cannot withdraw anything that you borrow. You understand? You can only get profits from being able to borrow that amount, and then of course you have to pay back the money after you finish trading. So BitMex trading does offer high leverage, in the sense that for an initial margin requirement, a trader can build up and control a huge amount of money. You have up to as much as 10x leverage on some of its products. Now, this means that you can buy as much as 100 Bitcoin of contracts. Meanwhile, your initial capital would have been able to buy just 1 Bitcoin worth of contracts. But be careful, with high leverage comes accelerated profit. Now, let me explain a bit how leverage works. For example, you use, they have 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, up to 100x leverage. Now, for example, you say you want to use 10x leverage. It means that for every 10%, every 1%, every 2% that coin does, you are feeling 10 times the effect. So if the coin does 10% profit, you will get 10 times the effect on your account. That means you're getting 100% profit. Now, this profit is based on the capital, your own capital in that trade. The leverage is just only making you to make more profits from your capital, which you wouldn't have been making if you were not using leverage. If you are not using leverage and you invest $100 into a trade and the trade does 10%, you're supposed to be making $10. But if you're using 10x leverage and that trade does 10%, instead of $10, it will be 10 times that 10 times of that $10, which is $100. So leverage helps you to increase your possibility of making profit, but also know that with high risk comes with high reward comes high risk. Now, as you're using 10x leverage, if that coin goes down by 10%, what happens? You're feeling 10 times the effect, right? If it goes down by 1%, you're feeling 10 times the effect. So if it goes down by 1%, you'll be having a 10% loss. Now look at the explanation here. Say if you choose 10x leverage and your initial capital was 0.01 BTC, for example, if that coin you bought increases by 1%, you get 1 times 10, which is 10% interest to your capital. But if it reduces by 1%, you get 10% loss from your capital. Okay, so a 10% interest is 100% added to your capital, and a 10% loss is equal to times 10, which is 100% loss. So you can lose all your money trading on BitMex. As much as the profit is higher with leverage or margin trading, the risk is also very high. All right. Now, BitMex employs auto deleveraging. What does auto deleveraging mean? It means that in some rare cases, your leverage position might be in so much profit that the exchange will have to reduce it during a certain time, because there is no order that is equal to that your profit to fill it. So no, there's no liquidated order that can be executed in the market at that point. So they will reduce your profit so that you can, in case you close at that point, there will be people to help you execute your order. All right. So there are 5 main navigation tabs on BitMex. Now we have the trading tab, the account tab, the contracts tab, references tab, and then the API tab. Now the trading tab is the trading dashboard. I'm going to go to the exchange soon and show you how it works. So the trading dashboard is where you see how to set your trade, the leverage to select, to place and to cancel orders, to view important information in the contract details, and so on and so forth. Remember, on BitMex, you only buy contracts. You're not buying real coins. It's like you're betting. You're predicting either price will go up or price will come down on BitMex. We're going to get to that. So let's go to the exchange and then see these tabs. Okay, so now this is the BitMex platform. This is how the BitMex platform looks like. I'm actually using the testnet version, which is like a demo account where new traders can use to practice how to use BitMex. So if you check above there, trying to get my pen so that I can write. Okay. So if you check above, which is here, you see the trade tab, account, contracts, references, right? So this is actually where we are looking at now is the trade tab. This is where you can set all your trades. Then if we go to the account tab, this is where you can deposit or withdraw, and you can only deposit or withdraw Bitcoin. So when you click on your deposit, you can copy your address and then send Bitcoin to it. If you click on the contracts tab, you can see basic information telling you about the different contracts offered on BitMex. Now we have the perpetual contract and we have the futures contracts. The difference between the perpetual contract is that the perpetual contract has no expiry date, while the futures contract has expiry dates. So the future contract has to expire and close at a certain date. So if you're trading those contracts, you have to enter them and leave before that. Education corner of BitMex, where you can learn about different contracts and how they offer the funding rates and so on and so forth. So let's go to our trade view now. When you come to the trade view, let me try and click on this announcement so that it can go off my screen. Okay, so when you come to the trade view, you're going to see this. Now on BitMex, you predict price movement. You predict price movement, and that's how you make your profit or your loss, depending on the case. So you can see there's what we call buy or long and sell or short. Now, unlike other exchanges where you just have to buy and then wait to take profit when price goes up, on BitMex you can see that price is coming down and you make profit by that downtrend. By predicting that the price is coming down, you take a short position. So you short So this means that as the price is coming down, you're making profit. But if you take the long position, it means that if price is going up, you're making profit. Now, in this situation, when price starts coming down, you'll be losing. You'll be making loss. But for the long position, for the short position, when price is going down, you're actually making profit. So for this, downward movement is profit, while upward movement is down loss. So instead of just watching and seeing a trade go down and you can benefit from it, you can actually short it and make profit as it's going down. When it's time for it to go up, you long it and make profit as it's going up. But this needs good technical analysis. You have to know your entry and then use the right leverage. Use the right leverage to keep you safe. Use the right leverage to keep you safe. So, let me show you the contracts offered on BitMex. This is the phone view. On the tab or laptop, it's a bit different, but if you just read, you will see the same thing. The trade tab is on the left on the tab or the laptop view. So this is where you click to see the contracts. On the tab, you see them at your on the right, at the top there on the right. So once you click on that, you see all the contracts offered on BitMex. You can see some of the future contracts, they are written future. You will see the perpetual contract is written perpetual. Now the futures contract, you will see it's written futures and the date when it will expire. You see some that are for every 7 days. You see some that are perpetual contracts, so they don't expire. The trade just keep going on. So you can see the altcoins too that are traded on BitMex. All right. So once you want to choose a particular trade, you go there and then you choose. Now let's place a trade. Let me choose Cardano. This one. ADA 425 sats. Cardano Bitcoin. So you can see this contract is supposed to expire on the 27th of September. And we actually, today's date is, I think today is the 5th or 6th of September. All right. So now I'm predicting that Cardano will go up. Hypothetically, I'm not saying it's going to go up. I've not done any analysis. So I'm just saying maybe Cardano will go up, and then I want to take a long position. What is the first thing you do on BitMex when you want to take a position? Is to check the leverage you want to use. Remember, the higher the leverage, the higher the risks. So I always advise new traders to go for 5x leverage and below. So let me choose 5x leverage. You come to where your position is. You click there, and then you choose your leverage position. You see, I've chosen 5x leverage. So this means that for every thing this coin does, I'm going to feel 5 times the impact. If it goes up, I'll feel the impact 5 times. If it comes down, 5 times the impact. So after choosing your leverage position, you will determine how much you want to spend for this trade. Now this will show in this cost area. But for you to get that, you have to put in the limit price, which is the price you want to buy at, and then the quantity of contracts you want to buy. Now, there are 3 different types of orders on BitMex. You have the limit order, the market order, and the stop order. Now, the limit order is how the normal limit order works. You put in the price you want to buy at or sell at, and then you wait for the market to get to that price. It can also be the current price in the market, so you just buy or sell. You can also choose the price you want to close at and then set it for the limit order. But the market order means that you want to use the current market price. So you're going to buy or sell at the current market price. That means it's going to go to this order book and pick the current market price, not the price you're seeing now, which is the last price. If I'm buying, remember I'm buying from those that are selling. And if I'm selling to those that are buying, which is here. I'm selling to those that are buying. So whenever you're using the market order, that is where the order is. Okay, so that's for the market order. Then the stop order, you can see here you have stop market, but if you click on this little arrow by the right, you will see the other types of stop orders. So if you want to use the stop market order, you just click the stop market. All right, or you want to use other stop orders, you click on them: stop limit, trailing stop, take profit limit, take profit market. Now these are different forms of stop market you use to stop a trade, either in loss or in profit. So it's either you use it for stop loss or you use it for take profit. All right, so now we want to place a trade, we want to long, predicting that Cardano will go up. And I said the first thing you do when you want to enter a trade is to choose your leverage position. That will determine your outcome of the trade, whether you make a lot of profit or a lot of losses. And then you place the price you want to long or short at. So I'm going to keep the current price, which is 424 sat. So I want to long at the current price. And then you determine the amount you want to spend for the trade, the amount of Bitcoin. And for this trade, I want to use, I don't know why all this. So for this trade, I want to use, let's say 0.01 BTC for the trade. That's what I want to use for this trade, and that will show me in my cost, in this cost area. Okay, then if I choose the order value is actually going to show me, the order value is actually going to be showing me the worth of this trade. Had it been I wasn't using leverage and I'm using my entire money to buy, the actual worth of the trade. So it's going to carry my cost multiplied by my leverage position. Now my available balance is what I have that I can trade with, my current balance, right? So I'm going to adjust the quantity of contracts I can buy until I see 0.01 showing in this cost. Until I see 0.01 showing in this cost, then I know that I have gotten what I want. So let me choose 5,000 contracts, showing me 0.0043. So I say 10,000, showing me 0.0087. I choose 12,000. Okay, 0.0104. So I want to adjust it to be 0.01 on the dots. So, okay, so 11,500 contracts at this price will give me 0.01 BTC worth. All right, so this is the price, this is the cost of my trade. So I'm buying, I clicked on buy. Now you can see this, my leverage is 5x. This is my order value, which is the actual worth of the trade. Had it been I wasn't using leverage. And now this is the cost of my trade. This is the money that my profit or loss will be calculated with. So if my profit is showing 10%, I'm actually making 10% based on this capital. All right, my available balance, what I have left in my wallet, My position size after execution is showing the number of contracts of Cardano I'm buying. Mark price is the average price of Cardano on different exchanges. Then estimated liquidation price is the price it's going to get to, and I lose all my capital, all the money I used to place this trade. I'm going to lose it if it gets to my estimated liquidation price. Sorry, let me do that again. Okay, so if it gets to this estimated liquidation price, I am going to lose all this 0.01 BTC. So this is my estimated liquidation price, which is 350 sats. So you will find out that the lower the leverage, the lower the estimated liquidation price. So I click on buy, and then I'll find my contracts. I'll find it in the active orders. If you scroll down, you see active orders, and that's where I'll see my order. So I'm waiting for my order to be filled. So that's how you set you buy on BitMex. You do the same thing when you want to sell. So if you want to close the order, you just go down to where you have open positions for any order that has been placed that has filled. You go to open positions, and then you scroll to your far right. You will see a space there. You put in the price you want to close at, and then you click on close. You can also use the market order, which is the one by the side of close, to close at the current market price. Alright, so in our next video, we're going to learn how to close using take profit market, and also how to set our stop loss. Thank you for listening and watching this video. You can contact us on Facebook, WhatsApp, on Instagram, Twitter, on how to join our Signal group, and also to enroll for any of our classes. My name is Ivy McDonald. Thank you so much. Bye.